Another spectacular win from Chelsea in the Villa Park on Sunday. It took one man to just do everything in the pitch. And hey, Chelsea 2, Aston Villa 0. If you're new, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, like and share the video, and let's get on to it. Another episode of player rating, and we are going to be rating Chelsea performance in the Villa Park on Sunday. 5 wins overall for Chelsea, 5 consecutive wins for Graham Potter since taking over as Chelsea manager, and he hasn't even lost a single game. Yet people will say it's still young to talk about it, exciting, but the most important thing is get onto your opponent and get that spectacular win and get that massive 3 points for us, and that is what we are looking for. And hey, the players did it. Kepa, what a master architect of a goalkeeper Kepa has turned into, a beast of a goalkeeper. We need to start with the goalkeeper. Kepa was on goal post for Chelsea years back. Kepa was just an outstanding goalkeeper. Young guy Chelsea went for, and right now he is paying off. You look at the standing of Kepa yesterday was just spectacular performance of a goalkeeper. And hey, the saves he made yesterday, I've not seen such saves for quite a long time in Premier League. And hey, Kepa is buzzing, and I'm very very happy for this guy, and I'm totally down for him. And hey, I don't know what to do to come back and take Kepa position, but right now with 4 clean sheets overall, with 5 win overall for Kepa, I think hey, he still deserves that goal post position for now. If you think otherwise, let me know your opinions. Let me know what you think about the game. Let me know what you think about Kepa performance, because it was just master architect and fabulous performance from Kepa. Pull off brilliantly back saves in the 21st minute to ensure Chelsea lead wasn't given up easily. And that was just what he was just my man of the match. I wanted Kepa to be the last person I should be expressing on, but hey, I'm going to rate Kepa 9/10. Let's move on. The defenders were just absolutely fabulous. But hey, this guy on your shot, Trevoh Chalobah, once again an opportunity to showcase what for Blues, and hey, he was there to give Everton strong in the tackles. Chalobah was able to cut out with Watkins for most of the games. I think he still need more. Haven't even pulled off 2 better ones. He needs more confidence, but his confidence is increasing bit by bit. You know, he has been on bench for quite a number of time. For him to be pulling out this performance, I think, hey, day by day, he keep on improving. And I think I still need more and more performance from him. And because of that, I need to give him 6/10. If you think otherwise, let me know in your comment section. Or probably I could give him 6.5 because it was a win for Chelsea overall and a clean sheet for that matter. Defender general himself, I simply call him the controller of defense and defender general for Chelsea, Thiago Silva, 38 years old, and he is giving us a performance that we still need. When he's at the back line, the confidence I have with the boys is absolutely massive. And hey, yesterday was tested in the first 45 minutes and usually passes. You know how he is. Not it wasn't so great for me. Yes, those kind of things usually happen. Some days you just do your best, but it is not enough. But that doesn't mean that he didn't do well. He didn't do better in the game. He did very well. Still was controlling the defense, still was talking to players, positioning them, and then be able to give his usual passes. But it wasn't just fantastic as we usually know. But because of that, I still give him 7.8/10. If you think otherwise, let me know in the comment section. Marc Cucurella. Cucurella was given a center back position to be played because we all know since arriving in Chelsea has been involved in wing back formation, left back formation. But yesterday, the 3 back of Cucurella, Thiago Silva, and also Chalobah. And this guy, as I said, when he's playing the wing back or left back, I see a little bit of Marcelo in him, but he possesses his own kind of confidence. I don't know where that confidence is coming from. But Marc Cucurella yesterday, it wasn't just working. It wasn't just what I'm looking out for this guy. But hey, almost allow Aston Villa through a goal with a first half. He miskicked the ball and it was almost like a goal for Aston Villa and never truly got settled before substituted at halftime. In Chelsea, if you want to hold on to the fans' love, you need to give out each day massive performance and great performance. But if you are someone on and off players, fans don't buy onto that. So an advice to Cucurella, he needs to just go on and make it a master architect and make it a great architect for himself and for the team. And if he give it day in and day out, he will keep on gaining the fans' confidence. But if he's miskicking, oh, today you perform better, tomorrow is different, and the fans will not buy that. And hey, because of that, I'm giving Cucurella 4.5 out of 10. If you think otherwise, let me know in the comment section. The man himself, the man I simply call fighter. Ruben Loftus-Cheek was just another episode of player that I was looking out. He looked authoritative, he looked determined, and his composure in possession of the ball was absolutely massive, bringing it out from deep positions. Another strong performance in an impressive season for Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and I think hey, he was just great and he was just massive, and I'm giving him 7 out of 10. If this guy was just another, mind you, he's just coming back from injury, so he's not of that full fit, but I expect him to be gaining grounds in the pitch by now. I cannot blame him that much, and I cannot just give him an exciting moment that much, but he is coming back from injury, so I think he's gaining his grounds little by little and little by little, because yesterday I think the performance was a little bit better than the last game, and hey, this is what you should be expecting, because when he's fit, he gives his 100%. Mateo Kovacic, 6 out of 10. Benchua, who nearly got red card in the game, but because of his stamina, because of the way he went for the ball, because he went slowly, he didn't raise up his leg, he just got yellow card in the game. But hey, massively scoring goals for Chelsea sometimes, stepping up in offensive player. He sometimes doesn't look like a defender, and I think he took it from Marcus. So even though Marcus Alonso defensive was not all that great, but this guy combining everything, I think hey, you need to give him credit for that. I'm giving Benchua 6 out of 10. Chelsea brought him from City yesterday. I think he didn't give out all what we expected. Did not enjoy the same sparkle as he did on the opposite flanks against Salzburg earlier in the season, as McGinn looked to occupy the space between him and Chalobah, and he wasn't able to do that kind of magic he used to do with Chelsea, and had to be much more disciplined. But as the Blues were overwhelmed on both sides, moved to a more advanced role before he was substituted in the halftime. And I think I'm giving him 5 out of 10. Another performance that I wasn't happy with on Sunday was just the striker himself, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Aubameyang, yes, as usually times, he gives out goals, and his performance contribution has been absolutely massive for Chelsea since arriving. But hey, yesterday's Sunday game against Villa in the Villa Park wasn't great for this striker, and the former Arsenal man was left very isolated in the opening half and barely had a touch in the game before being replaced after 58th minute. I think it wasn't a massive performance, and I'm giving Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang 4.5 out of 10. If you think otherwise, let me know in the comment section. King Kai Havertz, after scoring an opener for Chelsea, after scoring last 2 games, was it last game, silent in Villa Park and was just not the performance I expected from Kai. If he's not performed, by his movement has been absolutely mad. And the German forward showed moment of good movement and strength, but wasn't sacrificed at but was sacrificed at halftime as Chelsea opt for a new wing back. And his movement was actually great. He did massive movement, but it wasn't what I was expecting from him. And hey, I don't think you either expected that. And I'm giving him 5.4 out of money maze. This is why a lot of coaches, any coach who comes to Chelsea, love this guy. He wants to be using this guy because of his versatility he is in for. And he has been an absolutely massive player and contribution to the victory in the Villa Park. Scored 2 goals in the game. And hey, the first goal was a mistake from Mings. Mings hit the ball back and hey, the keeper didn't actually get it, and he slaughtered the ball into the net and was the first opener for Chelsea. And hey, this guy seems to be amazing me each day. He's a workaholic. He can play anywhere from midfield to striking, name it. This guy is just a typical versatile player, and yesterday was placed a number 10 role and he got that 2 goals. The second goal was just a massive free kick. Was a long time ago I saw Mason Mount scoring free kick, but yesterday his free kick was spectacular free kick from Mason Mount, and I don't think you could either make it a master architect for sure. And Chelsea, the Blues and the fans are all behind this guy, and I think hey, he's going to be one of the best players in Premier League. And pundits are already talking about the World Cup, how he should be able to involve in the World Cup. This guy is not a bench player. Gary Southgate must understand that this guy, whatever be the case, you need to put him or you need to start him. And that is a typical, a versatile and a good player if you are looking for one. And hey, yesterday he nailed it for Chelsea. And that is the end for the first 11. Now we are going to get into the substitutes. For sure, players came on and changed the game for Chelsea because, as I said, it wasn't a barely good performance for Chelsea. And hey, Koulibaly came on to the game as well, first time in Premier League. In Premier League, whatever be the case, there are moments you need to adapt. And Koulibaly, I think, hey, that he had that moment, brought an assured presence in defense and produced some good tackles and interceptions to show his intensity to pick up a yellow card too. Absolutely massive. And I'm rating him 7.2 out of 10. If you think otherwise, let me know in the comment section. And we move on to no other person but the man himself, the Capitano Chelsea, the dedicator of Chelsea. After John Terry, I think this guy is the next dedicated Chelsea captain that I can think of. Solid 45 minutes on for the Spaniard, who looked as though he will have quit the tag over the next month in replacing Reece James. Absolutely. And hey, he came on and was absolutely massive. I'm giving him 6.5 out of. Conor Gallagher been a massive player, and I think yesterday came on with that kind of corner performance, and I think it was just a master architect for him. Harried opposition as he so often does, and felt like his presence was needed to help disrupt Villa's play. And he did exactly that, and that's one thing Conor is good at, and I'm giving him 6 out of 10. If it the assistant captain himself, the tiki-taka Jorginho, and he was brought on once again. The performance he did was just what we call the Jorginho typical performance. The Italian was barely able to contain himself on the sidelines when warming up as Chelsea, but through a calm presence to the end of the match to change the tempo, and that is what he's good at, changing tempo of the game. 6 out of 10. Armando Brojan, who scored a spectacular goal last time, and hey, he was brought on, but it wasn't enough time to rate him. And this guy, as he gets minutes, his confidence will keep on boosting. And let's see what he will bring as Chelsea striker. He's our own from our academy. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your time. And if you haven't subscribed, be part of this amazing community. Turn on your notification bell, like and share the video. And hey,